if someone were going to start out a career in long-term care, first off, I would say do it. Because so many don't. I mean, we see young nurses, and this is not the track that they're going to follow. And no, you don't hear nurses running around going, I'm going to be a gerontological nurse. They're going to work the ICU. They're going for the bells and the whistles. We're all about the people. We're all about the relationships, and there's so much value to that. And I think to understand how important that is, how much of a specialty it is to work in this field, that it does take a special person to work in that nursing home, to be that gerontological nurse, to be that life enrichment professional who really finds a way to bring meaning and purpose to people in their lives. And so to be proud of that and to hold your head up high and say, this is where I want to go with my life. This is a great place to be in my life. There's wonderful opportunities and truly, truly incredible people that you'll get to meet and work with. This is a kind of a story from my early days. My background is a nurse, and in my early days of nursing, I was actually not in long-term care at the time. I was working orthopedics, but it was an older adult who I was caring for, and in the course of her 10-day hospitalization, which tells you how long ago that was, she wanted her hair washed. And I found a way to wash her hair for her. Very simple thing. And a couple days later, I was working again and she was leaving. And she went down to the hospital gift shop and she came back and brought me a little bell that said, World's Greatest Nurse. And I brought it home and I was sharing it with my children. And my daughter was, I think, about 6 years old at the time. And I showed it to her. And she looked at it and she read it and she looked at me and she said, you know, Mom, you're not really the world's greatest nurse. She just thinks you are. And you know, I've shared that story with so many new nurses, with so many people in communities as we're talking about the culture in your community. And it is the little things that tend to mean the most. And those are the things that sometimes get lost in our busy lives. And when we're working with elders and residents in our communities, we forget that those little things really are what can make all the difference. When I heard that I was one of this year's award recipients, I was truly surprised. I did not see it coming. I did not expect it at all. And I know that it was my peers at Pioneer Network, Penny and Kathy, and my sister and my daughters, who were all behind some of this. And it really was a surprise and it was an honor. And having been a judge for this award in the past, and having read all the bios over the years, incredible women, and to be considered a part of that group is really very humbling. I guess we all hope that in our lives we will do something to make a difference. It's what we always say, you know, I want to do something to make a difference. And it does my heart good to know that somebody thinks I did, and I hope that I did.